Why is it so hard to look in the mirror and not criticize? Do you ever catch yourself doing that automatically? You lean in, perhaps to take your makeup off, or you pass a shop window and your eyes go straight to what's changed. A new line, a new pigment spot. I still don't even know if that's what they're actually called, but something softer in your face or things hanging different to the way they used to be. And there's that tiny internal comment. Oh, that's new. It's not dramatic. It's not cruel. It's just familiar. And I've realized something. That moment really isn't about aging. It's about self-doubt. Because if we trace it back, like really back, self-doubt didn't start in the mirror. It started when we were little. I remember playing in the garden as a child, laughing loudly and just being free and being told to keep it quiet in case I upset the neighbors. Nothing traumatic, nothing dramatic, just don't be loud. And then when I was a teenager, well, this happened many times. If I thought something looked cool and I wanted to go out like that, I remember being told, you can't go out like that. You're going to get laughed at. Again, protective. That's how it was. But something shifts in those moments. You start questioning your own instinct. You thought that it was fine. You felt good. And suddenly someone else's opinion overrides that. And very quietly, you begin to doubt yourself. Not in a big, obvious way, just small ones. And small doubts, repeated often enough, become a habit. And then it becomes a belief. If we haven't met properly, hi, I'm Deborah. I'm a hair expert, master colorist, life coach, and holistic mentor. And this is Quiet Mirror Moments, where beauty meets healing and healing meets your soul. Because when a woman starts seeing herself clearly, both inside and out, something powerful shifts. You remember who you are. You reconnect with your essence. Not in a new version of you, not in an improved version of you, just the woman that's always been there, that's got lost along the way. For over 30 years now, I've watched women in salons, in my chair, in shops that have mirrors where they catch their reflection unexpectedly. And I've seen that moment, the one that I'm speaking about, where a woman looks at herself and criticizes. Also, I've seen women when they've had their hair done, their shoulders drop, they feel more at peace, their face softens, and they get a flicker in their eye. And it's beautiful. But over time, I realized something. It isn't just about hair, it's about trust. For a second, she trusts what she sees. She allows herself to feel beautiful. And that trust, that's the part that matters. Because when we doubt ourselves long enough, we stop trusting our own reflection. How sad is that? We start looking at ourselves through other people's imagined opinions. Is this acceptable? Am I aging well? Will someone notice? Will someone judge me? That isn't vanity. That's conditioning, unfortunately. And if you were never shown any other way, how would you know that a different way exists? We're told not to be vain. We're told not to put ourselves first, that caring on how we look can be shallow. And we've learned to scan ourselves instead of meeting ourselves. We've learned to assess. And that's not very good at all. Self-acceptance, as it's talked about now, can always feel like another standard to meet, can't it? Like you're meant to wake up one day and love every line, love every change. But maybe that's not it at all. Maybe self-acceptance is much quieter than that. Maybe it's simple. It's just simply noticing without attacking yourself, without being so hard on yourself. I still notice, of course I do. I still straighten my hair. I still color my hair. I still use products. I still care. But the difference now is that I don't let noticing turn into a verdict about my worth. It's information, not condemnation. And from there, I get to choose. Do I enhance something? Do I leave it as it is? Do I play with new things? The choice feels calm. That's the shift. And this is where it comes back to reconnection, because self-doubt pulls us away from ourselves and it makes us question our instincts. It makes us hesitate. It makes us tone ourselves down. However, reconnection is the complete opposite of that. It's trusting that the part of you that laughed loudly in the garden, the part of you that dressed in something bold that felt amazing, is still there. Your essence hasn't disappeared. Just because your face has changed, just because you maybe got a few extra lines, it hasn't. It never did. So maybe this week, instead of asking, do I love what I see? Maybe you can ask, do I trust myself? Does it feel good to me? Do I trust my instinct about what enhances me? Do I trust wanting to look beautiful and it doesn't make me shallow? Because beauty, when it comes from self-trust, is expression, not armor. And when beauty meets healing, when you quiet the inner critic, even just slightly, something softens. You come home to yourself. Not perfectly, we're never perfect. Not permanently, because we're always changing, but just more often. The next time you catch your reflection, don't rush, don't analyze, don't criticize, just pause and notice the first thing that you say to yourself. That moment right there is where reconnection begins. And if this feels like a space that you want to stay in for a while, you're welcome here. Thank you so much. And I'll keep having these conversations. I look forward to seeing you soon.